What up, though? It's the word. You see the title. Let's talk about it. Before we get into it, though, do me a favor. Hit that like button for me. Also, if you're new, hit that subscribe. It's free to you, but it means a lot to me. All right, let's talk about it. You know, because even myself, guilty of uh, I'm guilty of saying this. Um, but to be honest, what up, Miss Queen? But to be honest, for probably about 10 years. Now, I let the ideology go, but when I'm talking to people, I say it, just for communication purposes. But I don't believe in perfection. And that's because I understand I wasn't created to be perfect, I was created to be divine. And through my studies of religion and spirituality and just my journey of trying to figure out who I am, what I am. What up, though, facts? I understood that is I wasn't put here to be perfect. I was put here to be divine. And a lot of people study religion and still don't understand this concept because us as people, we strive for perfection or even fan- uh, fantasize about it. Fantasize about being perfect. We look at one another and gauge each other when the whole time we was here, we were supposed to be striving for divinity, and that's proven in the Bible. That's why you get the Ten Commandments. Your ultimate goal is to go to heaven. In the Quran, you get the five pillars. In Islam, in Buddhism, you get the whole Kundalini system, where you're supposed to forego reincarnation. Even in the Sumerian text, the story of Gilgamesh, he was looking for immortality. Um, in the Kemetic science, your Ba goes back to the creator. So the whole time we running around here thinking about perfection, trying to make things perfect, when the whole time we're supposed to be working on ourselves. And how does that look? Because perfection is in the eye of the beholder, right? They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So someone has to say you perfect. A lot of people, not all of us, but a lot of people look for outside reassurance of what they thinking. But the ones who don't need that, we already on the path of divine because we understand that nothing outside of us really matter. And what do I mean by that? You know, we always gonna have people judging us, right? Thinking we should do this or we should do that. But at the end of the day, it's our life to live, right? And the way we choose to live it is determined upon how we think. And that's why I'm bringing this to you because divinity, it don't have one look. That's why we get all these texts. We got what up, Scort? We got Christianity, we got Islam, we got all the spiritual systems. So it's different ways to get to divinity. But what divinity looks like and the difference between being perfect and being divine, perfect is what the people on the outside look at you as. Divinity is how you get closer to your creator. So divinity is between you and your creator, you and your God. Like I said, there's always gonna be people think we should do this or do that or do it this way or do it that way, but ultimately we got to do what makes us feel good. And a lot of times we don't focus on how we feel. And society is broke us like that. Got us thinking we supposed to live this way or do things that way. When all along we had all the information that we ever needed inside of us. Our emotions. When you do right, you feel good. When you do wrong, you feel bad. You got an internal navigation system that we don't fully take advantage of because we have been taught, we have been indoctrinated to go on with the flow of what society is. But who created these stipulations on how we should live? What religion we should follow? I mean, the politics, the education, somebody, all that shit is decided for us. And we got to pick and choose which one works best for us. How does that even make sense? We focus so much. What up, Liz? We focus so much on the past, what they did in the past, and we forget, like, we right here. You know, how do you feel? We look to the past for so many answers, and I understand that. I mean, you got to look back to see where you're going forward. I understand the whole concept, but what I'm telling you is, if these people had a connection with the Creator, why can't you? If you're religious or spiritual, why can't you have a connection with your Creator? If these people did it thousands of years ago, why you got to go to the middleman? I mean, what sense does it make uh, that the God that created air, something that we can't see but we all use, and we just have faith that it's there for us to use? How often do you think about the air quality in the area you in? You just got faith that it's good and you're going to be able to use it. But the person who made this, you telling me they need somebody to write a book for them? These people, the same things they did, meditation, prayer, going within, shutting themselves out from the bullshit of society, and seeking the information within. The same thing they did, you can do it too. But we had got to a point where we don't have faith in ourselves, And it's not all of us, because I know some people in the chat. I know Miss Queen. I know she do her thing. So I'm not even saying this to everybody, but what I'm saying is perfection, that's a distraction. That's something man created. That's something to slow you down from your progress, to prevent you from becoming what you meant to be. And I mean, even from the Bible, God blew the essence in all of us, right? So it's safe to say we all got the essence of God within us. That's how he gave Adam life, right? So if we have the essence of God within us, why are we going outside looking for God when it's inside of us already? All these religions and spiritual practice, they got roadmaps on how to get to heaven, how to get closer to God, how to be Christ conscious. All of them get it. So that's telling you something. And when you look at all of them, it's about the actions and the morals of the action. 10 Commandments, being kind, not fucking over people. That's basically summing it up. 5 pillars, giving back, paying homage. The spiritual Kundalini system, 7 nodes you got to unlock. Those are the 7 deadly sins, basically. All these things are roadmaps, emotional roadmaps on how to control our lower self, our lower emotion, what we call animal instincts. Who judging you, Scorp? No, don't let them get you mad, Scorp. People's opinions about you, that's theirs, And like I said, there's always gonna be people who think down or think bad about you. There's always gonna be those people around. But there's people around that think good things about you too. And you're on the spot, so you good. We all in here love you, so Don't worry about what people think. They talked about Jesus, right? Every time, every time somebody tell me somebody says something about me, I tell them like that shit cool because they talked about Jesus. Not only they talked about him, they crucified him, and later on said, "Oh shit, yeah, he was the son of God." So I mean, why do you think the humans go treat anybody any different when they killed the son of God? Like, think about that. Like when we interacting with each other, right? Think about that, man. They killed the son of God, man. That shit crazy. When you really think about that, like they off the son of God. And when he died, they like, oh shit, he the Christ. Like them stories in the Bibles. What up, Nate? We don't look at it like that, man. We gotta take that shit for what it is, bro. Humans are fucked up, bro. Human beings are messed up. And that's what I'm saying, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So even what's good to some is bad to others. And understanding that, you understand how to interact with people. It's just gonna be some people out there who just don't get your best interest. They go do stuff to hurt you. You need those people. We always had those people from the beginning of the time. Cain was jealous of his brother Abel because of his grace with God. When you talk about the Kemetic science, now you're talking about Osiris and Set. Set got jealous of Osiris and killed him. Even worse, he chopped his penis up into 13 pieces, bro. Like, what the? Like, this supposed to be your brother. You that damn jealous of him? You not only killed him, you done chopped this man penis up. So you always gonna have that adversary. But honestly, those people give you the opportunity to become great. Those are the people who gives you the opportunity to become great. Your haters. That's what I learned over the years. That's why I appreciate every hater I ever had in my life. You know, They words didn't beat me down. Their little tactics didn't break me. It gave me the opportunity to become great. And like I said, when you're striving for divinity, that's between you and your creator. You and your God. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. That's something that um, can't nobody judge you upon. That's just you being the goodest person, the greatest person you can be. You paying homage to your creator for giving you the opportunity to come down here. That's what divinity look like. You know. But perfection, like I said, you can, like me personally, right? My wife is perfect to me. Others may look at her and not see what I see, but to me, that's perfection. My father is perfect for me. I always say that. My dad ain't the best dad; he's just a perfect dad for me. Same as my mom. It's in the eye of the beholder. Now, other people on the outside might look and might not agree, and that's okay. It ain't for them. What's for me is for me. What's for them is for them. I Nate, what you do to squirt? But yeah, while we like I said, when you going for perfection, trying to be perfect, that's something that we all told that it can never be, but we still should try. But who does that benefit? Does that benefit you, or does it benefit the person who you producing for? whether it's in a relationship, a job, even a hobby. You know, if you're striving for that, that's a distraction. No, we don't work on ourselves enough. We don't work on ourselves enough because a lot of our issues are not on the outside; they're on the inside. We just deal with them on the outside, but that's why we still have pain. That's why we still suffer from things. Is because we're doing external work when we're supposed to be doing internal work. I mean, what does that look like? What fears do you have? Fear is basically the unknown. We fear things because we don't know the outcome. That's why we fear things. It's simple. I mean, if you think of anything you fear, even if it's a spider, why are you afraid of that spider? Because you don't know if it's gonna jump on you and bite you, right? People afraid of death. Why are you afraid of death? Because you don't know what comes after that. You don't know if it's just over or if it's something. If you knew, like if people really knew, like I'm going to heaven, why would you care if you die? Ain't that the ultimate goal? I mean, almost any religion that got the concept of heaven, isn't that the ultimate goal? Is to go be with the Creator. So why is people so afraid to die? Because people don't know. That's all fear is. So if you don't know, just figure the shit out. That's what I do. That's why you may hear me say, I don't believe in nothing. I know. It's not good enough for me to believe. But my truth is my truth. You know what, Liz? I'm telling you, until I did that work, until I did that internal work, I was lost. Squirt, what is going on with you? What chat was you in? Squirt, you want to come up on my couch? You want to have a Dr. Phil moment? You come up on the couch. We're going to get this anger up out of you. We'll get this anger up out of you. But Squirt, you don't want to come up. But Squirt, think about this. Right. Those people words are just that. They're just words. They thoughts and opinions. That all belongs to them. The only way that affect you if you accept it. You know, you don't have to accept it. Just because people try to give you stuff, you don't have to accept it. People they used to try to give me people and say I'm kind of ignorant though, but people used to try to give me their opinions about me all the time. I just wouldn't take it. I'm straight. That's yours. It's not valuable to me. You know, and that's how I feel. Be 100% honest. I'm humbled when people say nice things about me. When people say negative things about me, I'm intrigued. I'm actually intrigued. I want to know what they seen and how did they see it, because it's gonna tell me one or two things. It's gonna tell me something about the people, or it's gonna tell me something about myself. I just see things for what it is. Even like think about it. If somebody just straight lied on me, right? Just said I'm just some fucked up ass person. It's some agenda behind it. If it's not true, and then it also shows me how far a person is willing to go to hurt somebody else. If you just made up a lie on me just to say it to make me feel bad. How fucked up are you? Yeah, think about that. Like that's how I look at. I see things for what it is. So if people's talking about you, it ain't true. Guess what? It ain't true. That tells you more about them than it do about you. People willing to go out their way to make something up to hurt somebody. Think about that. Think about how fucked up you got to be to do that. You know, so they say you not, and that's what, and that's in their opinion. That's still, even if they said you not, that's their opinion. You know, because I'm pretty sure everybody got a little nasty to them, got a nasty side to them. Everybody got that, and in some senses, that ain't even bad. Like if it come between me and my wife, that ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just their opinion. Let people have their opinions and their thoughts. Like I said, the only time stuff affect me, um, oh, you good over here. I gave you one. I gave you one over here. So if you was anywhere else and they said that, oh well, over here I gave it to you because I wanted you to have. So like I said, people always, and see, look too. This the thing too, Squirt. When people only fuck with you when they know they can. You gotta think about that too. If people say something and they see it get to you, that's when they fuck with you. That's when they fuck with you. People fuck with people who they can fuck with. You don't see nobody walking up to no 7 foot motherfucker trying to fight them if they ain't that size. Ain't nobody trying to do that. I'm trained in martial arts and I ain't trying to do that shit. I'm straight. I ain't trying to walk up to no motherfucker 7 foot and trying to fight him. Nope, I'm good. Hey, you got every right to feel like that. You got every right to feel like that, but in my chat, I want you to stay blue. So you good over here. And it ain't that serious. This whole internet thing, um, this ain't even real life. You know, this is this is a way that you can communicate with people, a way you can get information out, but it's also a way people can reach long distance and try to hurt people too. So we got to keep that in mind. People, just like in real life and everyday life, people will try to hurt you. There's many more people on here who got access will try to do that, but don't let nobody rub you. Don't let nobody control your emotions. That's what we got to practice too, and that's part of divinity, right? When you start looking at all those 10 commandments, if you're a Christian, you look at the 5 pillars of the Kundalini system. All of it is about self control. All of it is about self control. When you sum it all up, it's about self control, discipline. You know, think of this as a test. You know, you believe in God, right? God tests us in many different ways. You know, um, and think about just us even talking about you know perfection versus divinity. As a perfect example. Most people expect so much out of other people. In fact, they usually expect more out of other people than they expect from themselves. That's why can't nobody ever be perfect. Because once you reach a certain level, people go expect more out of you. And you can do the right thing for 10 years. You do one wrong thing, you ain't perfect no more. But divinity is between you and your creator. You don't have to be perfect to nobody on the outside of you. You just got to be righteous in heart, your intentions, will. Like I said, discipline. There's so many nah, ain't nobody telling you what to do or say. Nah, that ain't what we doing. Nah, I never tell you what to do or say. I don't tell my wife what to do or say. My kids here, but nah, I never do that. I'm just sharing. That's all I'm doing. I'm just sharing. I'm just sharing a different perspective, different way to look at things. That's like if you go work on something, you want as many tools as you possibly can, just in case you might need something. You want to have a toolbox full of tools. And that's all I do. I share information that can be utilized as tools. Just give me a different way to look at things. That's it. What up, David? I ain't even see you come in, bro. Yeah, bro. Mastering emotions. Um, after I had my two kids, I found I had different emotions. So I'm still practicing on mastering those. Just when you think you got it, that's the thing about life, right? Just when we think we got a hold of it or hang of it, we get hit with something else, hit with something new. But that's life. Everything is constantly evolving. It's the same, but just different. You know, and that's like when you growing up and your peoples tell you, I know what you're doing. You looking like, nah, you old. You don't know nothing. There's no. It's the same thing with a new twist. Yeah, we love you over here, Squirt. Hey, look, that's the title of the show, right? We wasn't built to be perfect. That ain't what we built for. Your heart is good. That's what's important. Like even you saying my bad, your heart is good. That's why I say you good. I feel energy. You know, we all when it comes to the when it comes to life in general, you know, there's no instruction manual. We can say the 10 Commandments and all this stuff, but at the end of the day, when I'm talking about instruction manual is how you're supposed to function through all these different variables life throw at you. All these different conditions, all these different situations. You could say follow these 10 Commandments. Now, the best teacher in life is life itself. Is going through those experiences. But when you're going through them, if you got an understanding of when you're going through these experiences, if you got an understanding of this is giving me the opportunity to grow and learn. Going through those experiences would be a lot less. It'd be a lot less harmful, dreadful when the bad things come, because you'll be able to see the good things. 22, what up, though? Yeah, I feel that, Nick. Are y'all beefing or something? Is y'all two going at it? Building a nation requires unity, strength, loyalty, and humility. Yeah, it requires all that. Um, and that all that stuff is built upon too. Strength. You build strength up. Loyalty. Loyalty is gained over time. Humility is learned through experiences. You know, it's easy. I hear so many people say I'm humble until it's time to display humility. Until it's time to show. Like even faith. People say they got faith in God, go to church every day, but as soon as something bad happens, they say, God, why? Instead of saying, God is trying to teach me something. God is trying to show me something. So, like, I think with that, 22, you about to get, 22 Scorp on that. She on the tip right now. You better leave her alone. But, yeah, humility, um, that's something that's practiced through a lifetime. I don't think humility can be gained until one is ultimately not here no more. Then you can look back and say that was a humble man. I mean, even my humility is tested every day. And I have to constantly remind myself I have to be humble. I have to be humble. I have to be humble. I constantly remind myself of that, man. And it's that's not easy. It's easy to be humble with some situations. It's easy. But then some situations it's hard. So that's something constantly built upon. Where you on Insta? What's that? Instagram? Yeah, I'm on Instagram. What the heck? I didn't even activate the Nightbot. I thought I had to activate it. Hold on, let me pop that off before it kick somebody out. Yeah, but yeah, this whole concept of perfection, I think that was created as I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Yes, I am. But you're gonna hear me say a lot that things are put in place as distractions because I believe they are. I got you, bro. I ain't know you ain't have one. I got you. I didn't drop it. The link should be in the chat. All right, 22. This is a family show, bro. Don't come up here tripping. This is a family show, 22. But yeah, perfection, that whole ideology, I think it's just a distraction. Something to make people look left when they're supposed to be looking right, you know, because people actually focus on not even being perfect, but being close to it. And like I said, that's in the eye of the beholder. That's whoever you're trying to please. But while you doing that, you forgetting to work on yourself. You forgetting to work on your divineness, the things that's gonna bring you closer to your creator. Even an atheist, right? Even the atheists wanna hey 22, if this you in the back, bro, just show your face for applying guillotine. Okay.
What up?
What
Can you
up?
hear me?
Yeah, I ain't know that was you.
I got a fan in the background, so I don't
Um
know if they can hear me. But
yeah,
hey, man, I never come into disrespect. I'm glad you said it's a family show. I didn't know that. I cuss off.
Yeah, I try. I mean, a couple here and there is cool, but I try to keep it clean as possible.
I
Sometimes I
never,
get passionate,
I never heard you
and
cuss. I never heard you
yeah,
cuss.
I can get a little passionate and throw some
But
expressive words in there.
yeah, but can I say Hotep and salute any success you have, sir?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You're a little bit younger than me.
Yeah, I'm only 38, man. I'm only
Yeah, yeah,
38.
yeah, but how you get more sense how to move.
I had to. I mean, I give credit to the people I came up under, my elders, the
Yeah,
positive and the negative,
yeah.
because even, you know, like when I was running around the street, they looked out for me and they gave me structure. Like I had, I don't know if you're familiar with YBI in Michigan, Detroit Young Boys Incorporated, but
I
them was
heard.
my OGs.
Yeah, Young Boys Incorporated. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You out of Chi-Town.
no, I'm out of Detroit.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
salute,
from the D.
salute, Royster 5'9".
Yeah,
Very
Royce.
intimidating.
Hey man, I don't like know Royce, but I party with him a couple times. My people know him. We
Mm.
used to be around D12 and all that, bro. I can tell you some crazy stories off air, bro. I
Oh
never,
yeah. Hey man,
yeah,
hey, I got nothing against Eminem. Eminem is a better MC because he don't use the N word.
yeah. I mean, M is he an interesting character. He deep though. He real deep. Like I said around him, I had conversations with him before he blew up.
You
Um,
met Eminem?
yeah, before he blew up. I mean, I
No
even when he
shit.
even after last time I seen him, last time I seen him was before his second album. But
Salute
then,
Eminem.
yeah, that was the last time I seen him. But
Hey. He in my top 10.
yeah, M Cole, M
M
Cole.
Cole. I'm bumping M. Hey, I've defended Eminem my whole life. His whole career. I've been defending him. I said, boy, you just Eminem, you just the West. But hey, outstanding. You met him a couple of times, man. Salute Eminem, man. Because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
I
imagine, yeah,
I
Eminem,
was in the building when Proof died, bro. I was in
he was
that
in the
bar.
building when Poop
I
died.
was when Proof died. I was in the building, bro.
Damn, that's
And that shit was fucked up.
that was on 8 Mile, yeah.
Yeah, and that shit ain't happen like the news reported it, bro. That shit was crazy.
What I heard was they someone came from behind and
Man, I ain't even about to talk about it, bro. It's just I ain't even gonna hold you up. What up, realist?
family
I ain't
show,
even gonna hold you up, bro. I can't even because there was people
show.
there who yeah. Yeah, but that was crazy. That was wild. I
Mm,
was
in the
my
building.
yeah,
Damn.
my best friend brother was like his one of his homies, like his homie. And we was a little, I was with my best friend brother. We the little
Yeah, but he young. He young. He got $1 million. He go to
yeah,
8 Mile and show some love.
yeah. Oh no, proof was true. Proof was true. Proof was better than him, honestly. I say M's style was different, but lyrically, like the stuff Proof put on, like Proof freestyling, it wasn't many like him, bro. It wasn't many like Proof, bro. But yeah, yeah. So I had, I never really had a childhood. Even when my grandmother raised me, so you know how that goes. She was from the south, so I never
Uh-huh.
uh, opportunity to be a kid. And then when I moved to Michigan, it was like big boy pants.
Man, hey man, who you think gonna buy up Detroit? All that land out there? Just
It's a whole what up, Platt? There's a whole bunch of Asian people buying a whole bunch of stuff. I used to do real estate. I don't do it license wise. I do consulting. I consult people when they're trying to buy stuff. I
they
help
said
people buy
Detroit.
stuff without an agent.
Hey, hey,
Save some
they
money.
said Detroit is one of the roughest cities to grow up in. It's like Buffalo.
You know what? You either sink or swim. That's just what it is. I
You only
mean,
smoke. It
But
said you only smoke weed sometimes.
you said you only who?
In Detroit, you only smoke weed sometimes.
Oh no, shit, I
They
blow all
say
day.
that.
We got dispensaries now.
Oh,
But
okay.
before that, yeah, yeah, you can't smoke, man. It was so much sherm, like people was making,
Yeah,
putting,
shit like that. Yeah.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
it
Way
was,
with
yeah, they was
it.
tagging stuff, bro.
Hey, you like Obi Trice?
Obi cool. I never met Obi.
Hey man,
Like
when
I
I was
went to
going
a
crazy,
concert, but I never met him.
when I was going crazy, and when I say crazy, I mean schizophrenic, nigga. Brother,
But when he,
Obi Trice, Eminem, Royce, certain MCs corrupt, got me out of that. Had no morale. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Headed to the padded room, came up out of that. Came up out of that of shit they said. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I see the
like,
motivation.
man, when they was popping, you know what was real bad here? They had ecstasy, but they also had MDMA. The
Like 2000,
main, yeah, bro. That them
2000.
pills was tearing people up, bro. I remember
Oh yeah.
these little dudes, man. They had stole a car, right? They homeboys now. They stole a car and they put the car in one of their mama's backyard in the garage. And one of the dudes was like, "I want to take the car out." He was like, "No, it's hot." He shot this dude right in front of his family, bro. Took the car and left. And the next day, he came over to the house and was asking where he was at. He was so damn high, he didn't even know he killed his best friend. Like them pills was tearing people up, bro.
Hey, the guy that made that got jailed for life in like Holland or some shit. But they don't have that shit on the street no more.
Shit.
It's no, not pure MDMA. That
Oh
shit is
no,
fake.
no, hey,
That's fake.
bro. No, they
I
ain't
had
got
an
the
MDMA.
pure MDMA.
I had an
Look,
MDMA before.
look, that the stuff this one dude showed me. I'm looking like, what the hell is that? He was like MDMA. I'm looking like, nah, bro. Not that MDMA. That shit used to look like heroin, bro.
You
Like
know how that
rocks
shit?
of heroin.
Yeah. The shit now is fake.
Yeah, that shit got pool cleaner in it or something.
Yeah, that MDMA squeezes that happiness vibe in your brain.
Yeah, it released DMT. Hey, you ever did DMT?
No,
Fair
the
use
MDMA.
YouTube. This is for educational purposes
It,
only.
it,
But go
yeah,
ahead.
MDMA ads. I've done it with bomb weed and bomb drink and honeys around. It worked out great, but it only worked out great for a short period of time.
Yeah, that DMT, bro, I was gone for like a day, whole
Oh,
day.
oh yeah.
I was gone for like all, but it wasn't like I don't get hit like people be getting hit. I done seen people take mushrooms and was saying shit was coming out the wall. I'm like, nah, bro, you tripping. I just get a euphoria.
I've
Like I
shroomed,
get a,
I've shroomed and took acid.
I never did that. I never did. Only thing I ever did was MDMA, weed,
Yeah, but
mushrooms, DMT, and
yeah.
peyote.
You took a peyote?
Yeah, I do every
I never
7 years.
had
I
one.
do it.
That was a 3 day, experience where you connect to the earth.
Yeah, but like I follow native tradition, so every 7 years I got to do a cleansing, and that's part
Oh
of the
yeah, yeah.
cleansing process. Yeah, so
Oh
yeah, I do that every 7 years, every
yeah.
7 cycles. You got to.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I ain't knocking you, man. Whatever civilized you. You know what I'm saying. I was telling you earlier in Pop's chat. I'm a Taoist. That's what civilized me. I
Yeah,
read
hey,
Diamond Clear.
yeah, that's like when you said Tao, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I thought
Well, in Chinese, the T is pronounced like D. I don't know how they.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that is Taoism and Tao. I mean, it's
Same.
political.
You're saying the same. Yeah, you're saying the
It's the
same word.
same thing, but they over here in the Western they like to split it up because Taoism is more
Yeah.
romanticized than
But
Taoism.
I'm gonna keep it a buck 50, man. You know why I love it? Not only did it civilize me, and answer my philosophical questions, but there's no devil.
Right.
It's a whole different spectrum of truth. And then, with the whole tech knowledge, it comes together. It comes together.
I mean,
But
you got people who will argue that Amun Ra came from Buddhism.
okay, when you look at books, it's something I found out on my own, just between me and you. I, I got a homeboy in the Philippines gave me a book called The History of Asia, and when I looked through the credits of the book, it said this book is not to be sold in the U.S.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
It
like I
shocked
said,
me like a, but it shocked me like 1,000 volts because it's like you in a knowledge bubble. Everything that you intake mentally is allowed or somehow looked over. You know what I'm saying?
that's if you think
This
about the
publishing, this publishing out here, you gotta watch. You know what I'm saying? Who like you get the Art of War, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So I was so enthused by it that I looked around and I found there's a couple of books called The Complete Art of War. I send it to you too all the time because you on the level you can understand. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta dumb it down for you.
right,
What you know is what you know. You ain't talking because last night you proved that the horror stories you was telling.
bro. You know, and that's what I tell people. Like, and like the stuff I've been through. Like, I don't tell it in a way to
Yeah,
glorify it. I
but
try to scare the shit out of people.
yeah, I was like,
But
please don't be black. Please don't be black. Every story, the culprit was a goddamn nigga. I mean, excuse my
yeah,
language.
I
But
got
you
shot
know,
and
you don't.
stabbed.
But look, you don't have self hate.
Nah, nah, nah. I love myself, man. I love
Well,
people who look like me. I love them
well,
so
well,
much.
I consider you enlightened. You know
Yeah,
you know
I
the cycle of
appreciate that.
you know the cycle of birth,
Yeah,
death, rebirth.
and bro,
I
that's
ain't, hey,
go
only
ahead, bro.
fear of death. Only fear of death is coming back reincarnated.
Right. And you know what, man?
Hey, first time I ever
I'm
heard you. Hey, that's the first time I ever heard you laugh.
oh for real. I'm surprised, bro. Nate be having me rolling, bro.
Yeah,
Nate be having me rolling.
yeah.
But yeah,
So you know, once you're enlightened, you don't have to come back here.
right. And you know what, man? Like, cause you know, I study all religions and spiritual practices, and I take out of there what I feel is needed because I feel like all of them have pieces and keys. You know, from my understanding.
I'm gonna drop a jewel on you.
Hmm.
Got your pen and paper out?
No, I don't.
I'll wait.
I'm
I'll
put.
wait.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
And see how you gotta get a pen? You all should be going out digging for a pen for this jewel I'm about to drop. Get the pens, cat. He rambling through shit trying to find a pen to soak this explicit game of a drop.
All right, here we go.
Tore up the house. Tore up the house for a pen.
You know what? I keep a notebook right here because I'm set up in my kitchen right now. I ain't even in my studio.
You
So
ain't got no pen. You got a studio or office. You know what I'm saying?
I'm turning my office into my
You got a
studio
full tank
now.
of gas. You got all that shit. You got a motherfucking, you don't have no cotton pick. You don't have no pen.
Yeah, no, I'm good to go now.
Hey, hey, hey. The Complete Art of War by Ralph Sawyer has a chapter called The General's Virtue. You're not gonna
General.
find that in that children's book they pass out here called The Art of War. Art of War by Ralph Sawyer. It's probably other versions. You got the fragmented versions. He just put it out there. You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these books ain't complete.
You gotta go outside. I mean, you gotta really like when it comes to research. They're ready for that. They got all that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be okay. When I read a book. I look at where they get their references from, and the
Right.
references is interesting. I'll read that book.
That's why, bro. I probably got over like 600 books right now,
Oh
and
yeah,
I ain't even read half of them yet. I probably
keep,
done
keep,
read.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But
I don't.
yeah, yeah. You tell brother don't run out and get a Kindle.
Yeah, I got to because my eye now. So, like a lot of the books, I can't even read no more.
Yeah, but the problem with Kindle is they can take a they can take depending what state you in, they'll take a book off your shit and say, yeah, we can't read that here.
And see, it's so much stuff censored here too. Um,
But if you get the hard copy of the book, you good.
yeah, I'm probably gonna have to order that from out of the country.
Yeah, but no, you can order on Amazon and the Egyptian Book of Life by Ramses Salim.
And see, like a lot of the scrolls I got, um, I
Scroll,
yeah,
scroll.
yeah, bro. I got two scrolls, bro. That yeah, one of them is actually papyrus. The other one is forgery. But people spend money on Jordans and um, people spend money on Jordans and clothes and stuff. Well, when I was seeking information, I spent money on books and information. That's why I say I'm an information whore. I drop a bag on a book quick because I know what's in them. I know the potential that they have.
Wait, wait, wait.
It's off. Hey, give me 1 second, yeah.
Oh, you good? Yeah, I love talking about history and spirituality and religion because I think um, a lot of our history is predicated upon religion. A lot of our history was written by religious religion. A lot of our history was, you know, a lot of the things that occurred in history is because of religion, even down to slavery. So understanding the past can help you prepare for the future. But when it comes to being connected with the Creator, I truly believe that's a journey we all have to take. We can't um, we can't really be assisted by it. You know, we can be guided. Going to church and getting under spiritual and religious leaders, but ultimately that journey is ones we have to take, and we get opportunities every day to show how much we've grown and learned. Just with life throws at us. But I truly feel that we distracted. We get distracted. Squirt, why? Who making you cry? Yeah, I do. Um, I do. I take a good book over a rare pair of Jordans any day. Um, what up, facts? I'm gonna drop the link. I don't know if you want to come up, bro. I'm way off topic, but no, I was just saying that we got this whole ideology about being perfect when we supposed to get closer to our Creator. That's what we supposed to be doing, and there's different ways to do it. It ain't just one way. Why you hate black and yellow folk, man? It's you supposed to love us, man. Hey, you know what, Squirt? Um, it was one time, like when I was in Pennsylvania, like it was like a diverse group. You know, we was just backwoods people. We ain't really see color. So I didn't learn about racism until I moved to Michigan. And where I lived at, it was like 5 blocks away, like literally blocks. You go 5 blocks up, literally cross the street, and it's the suburb. It's like where the doctors and lawyers and shit stay. And on the other side of the street is literally the hood, like
Mm.
night and day. Night and day. So when you in middle school, was I in middle school? No, I was in elementary school. We sold candy. People had to sign up for the little candy thing. And so, shit, the idea was go over where the money at. And that's the first time I experienced racism.
Damn.
And that made me feel like why was I born black? I questioned that.
But no, I think race is a false construct. It's been proven, and that's why everything is crumbling because you got to have a white face on everything.
Yeah.
There's bad leadership from top to bottom. The ugly dude that can solve the problem can't do it.
Hey, Bill, for 1 second, bro. I gotta blow my nose.
Mhm.
Ah, man, my wife took my son to the damn Peppa Pig play place. He got everybody in the house sick, runny
Oh,
noses and shit.
lemonade,
I guess
lemonade.
lemonade. I fuck with. I don't even fuck with lemons. I fuck with lime. Lemons are acidic. Lime is alkaline.
You say wine?
Lime.
Oh, that's fine.
Uh,
Limeade.
yeah, we
Limeade.
making the limeade, the freshly squeezed lime. That's what I be fucking with. Yeah,
Yep.
I fucks with. I used to be vegan before I got
Hey,
married.
man, I
And,
can't do it,
hey, let
man.
me.
You know I'm paired people, right?
Yeah, hey, I was about to ask. You said your wife Filipino, right?
Yes, you're right here. Cussing
Tell
me
her
out right
kuma,
now.
tell her kuma staka,
Kumusta? Oh,
kuma
my friend
staka.
said kumusta.
No, kuma staka.
Kumusta ka? Lovey. She not in the mood.
Hey, now I used to work with a bunch of Filipinos, so I picked up some of the language. That was just
Oh
how
yeah,
I
oh yeah.
yeah,
Kumusta ka?
that's
I
how I
know,
argue.
yeah.
But
I know a bit more Tagalog, but I know a lot of bad words, stuff like that.
well, I
But
just know
I learned.
I
I've been out there 3 times.
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
ain't got
I was out there when they got into a war. A war broke out. It was between the time when Duterte, the president, he put a green light on anybody.
it was
That's
in
what,
the street.
yep. Uh, she don't want to talk. 25, 24.
Hey, yeah, Filipino women cool.
And then check
Uh,
that.
The Filipino people, they cool. It's
Oh
it's
yeah. Hey, they all speak English. They teach English in the schools there.
yeah, yeah. You like when you get to travel in the world, um, people in their home settings, they
24.
totally different. Like when you go to where they live at, it's totally different than the experiences
How about
dealing
the
with them
other
here.
one? How many?
Because when people come here, they get a notion how they get that fear put in them.
One more
They
time.
get to watching American TV and they get an opinion about black people, especially if they never interacted with them.
The original Filipino is black with afros.
Yeah,
Yeah, they know that. They can't be. They're not racist. You got to understand the culture.
yeah.
Like, hey, I'm gonna tell you, I come up in LA, man. When I went to elementary, yeah, Asian blacks and Mexicans, all that, right? All playing together. They're all white teachers. But
That's
I was we was exposed to other races, like Long Beach is racist. You want to bring that yet?
see
Long Beach
that's
is racist, but well, I grew up in Carson, LA. LA's racist, but in Carson it was not racist.
see that's like
Essays in the blood shared they hood, but I wasn't. I was neither.
see that's like the little town I'm from. You know,
I was. My home was Crips from out of high school. You know what I'm saying? I went to the army, came back. Everybody was Crippy. Sorry, love you.
that had to be a time.
Yeah, but this in the
Score right.
this in the late nights. I meant you got to bring it. You got to bring it. Only one. That's gonna hurt, love you. I'm going to the Philippines. I'm going on February 13th.
Man, it got to be hard to come back after you go over there.
Man, the last time I came, I cried and cussed and spit. They had my ass on the plane. I gave them the wrong flight information, everything. Like, I did not want to come back.
You
And
know, cause
still, they brought my black ass back. Kobe died and the shit kicked off. I'm like, damn. And I couldn't even go back over there because the plan was this. I'm gonna spend 3 months a year there to clear my mind, and I could think because it's such a great opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And man, I was there. Nipsey died, all kind of shit, man.
uh, let me ask you this, cause you done travel, right? You been around a couple places. You said you was a paratrooper.
Yeah, when I was in the army. Let me give you an example of my first out of country experience. Um, I joined the army, go to basic training, went to AIT, which is job training. Go to airborne school, then you go to your unit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go to a unit. We was there for 2 weeks at a what you call it? What they call the new recruits come in. You can sweep the floors and shit like that. MC Hammer was out, so I get to my unit on a Friday. Monday they put me on a plane and went straight to Honduras. More than my family knew I was out the country. Security clearance, all that.
And you been to Honduras. Now let me ask you this: when you go out of the country and they see you as an educated black man, they treat you different, don't they?
Well, I have it they had called culture shock because they speak in Spanish. The Spanish that I know was a little bit. I learned it. I didn't pay attention in Spanish class. That shit was hurting. But it was a great experience to see people because people in other countries, man. America tell you that you ever seen the first 10 minutes of the movie Malcolm X?
Yeah,
That don't stop. That's a constant beam on your mind, man. Telling
yeah.
you America's a great, other countries don't got it going on, and this and that. China fucked up, but everything in between is Swayze. If you could
Mm-hmm.
go to Vietnam, you chilling. I went
You
to
chill with
Philippines,
that.
it was like Vegas. It's like Vegas and Jamaica.
Hey, hey, man, Amsterdam. There's a couple places. I mean,
Not too bad. But here's the thing about the Philippines, the freedom. I said, man, I don't want to fuck up, get
yeah,
no trouble or nothing. I was like, what I gotta do? They said, just don't cause no trouble. All I gotta do is run from trouble. It's like, yeah. But you know what? When I was over there, man, I would not talk to Americans.
Appreciate you, Perk.
And you from what's up, Perk? What it do? Pull your monkey ass up here and break some bread with your brother. You know, you always up here. I be ghost watching. I know you be up here. Hey, well, I listen to you all the time, man. I just be on,
I appreciate it, bro. I just
all the time.
bro, I just be trying to share some
All
information
right,
that
man. I like cats to know what they talking about. I mean, if we was to talk off the line, I can tell you, some shit I'll talk about it on air. But
yeah, it's stuff it's stuff I don't really deep
yeah,
I just try
yeah,
to
yeah,
share some
yeah. Hey,
information.
you said last night. So I don't go back to the hood. No
Yeah,
one's
man.
knocking you for that. No one is. I completely understand because you told
Yeah.
like two horror stories after that. Horror
And see,
stories.
but see, this the whole thing too. If you really think about it, I mean, me growing up, the whole goal was to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the
Only
whole
person.
goal
Only
was to
person
make it
in.
out.
Hey, the only person in rap I heard say that was Risen out of Wu Tang.
Yeah, yeah, that
He,
was the
he
whole
said. He said.
goal.
He said. They was like, "Oh, son, and he was saying that kids was, kids don't have no culture. You know what I'm saying? So, kid was like, yo, this and that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like his home was gonna be there forever. He was like, man, I couldn't wait to get out there. But
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, it's like
all they talk about how great it is just the suburbs. You won.
and then, but it still is a different and I say it like this: you can't move when you move out the hood. You got to leave that mentality too,
Oh, they
because if
gotta
you
go. They
don't,
gotta go.
because if
That
you
is
don't,
not that is not our culture.
nah,
That,
man,
that's 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 a response.
it's fabricated.
Yeah,
that whole,
and that's why hip hop we gotta control the narrative of hip hop, which is not under our control right now. Obviously, by all the bad music.
and see, I mean, even when they was telling their pain, you know what I'm saying? Them was horror stories, man. They was just telling you what they seen, what they've been
Yeah.
through. Now they enticing you to do the shit. You know, it's a difference.
Now,
It's a
now it's
difference.
well, I get,
You know, it's different. They telling you to go.
now you getting into mind control.
Yeah.
I'm always hey man, I'm helping my wife or something. You talk about the bread you spent on books.
Uh huh.
I had a homie take me down to the Central Library, in LA, to read uh the Egyptian pyramid text.
And
Uh,
see,
yeah, so I bought the book. I bought the book $70, man. I got tired of spending my money on other shit. What's up, PP? I got tired of spending my money on other shit. But what I did?
Salute, old wipes, and salute word. How are you?
Oh,
salute.
I'm glad you're here, PP.
I'm glad to be here.
You a mythical beast to me. It's like a unicorn.
What do you mean?
Hey, have you checked out her channel? Is she reading books?
Oh, I'm sub, but I haven't read yet.
Oh,
I haven't
right.
been there yet.
I see how it is. But,
Man, I know you had a channel.
come on now.
You invite me to your channel. I can sit
What?
on your
Um,
couch and tell you my life story.
Ah! Oh,
You's a
good.
foreigner. You don't know nothing. You don't know shit. You do something. Hey man, hey, word. You know how to work a crossbow.
I do.
you do? I grew up shooting a crossbow. Well,
Yeah,
not a cross. I
sexy.
grew up shooting a longbow. Yeah, I
There
grew up
are
shooting a
so many
longbow.
things that
I grew up in the city, man.
I
I was
know
able
how to
to.
do that would surprise the fuck out of you, old wipes.
I'm sure you can find some common ground. I'm surprised the fuck out of you,
Uh huh.
pussy.
Mm
Scorp, you cool. You ain't done. You good.
Oh yeah, I like messing with Squirt. Ignore my comments to Squirt. We don't have no real beef. You know what I'm saying? She want to scratch
hmm. No,
the
but
DJ Scratch Master. She can do that.
respectfully, respectfully, there's a time and a place.
Who are you to say the time and the
What up,
place,
Don?
Patty?
Oh,
You a
Tony
I
foreigner.
T.
You don't know
fucking.
nothing.
Oh
What
yeah,
is it?
I
6 in the
do.
morning?
I do. Don't you,
You drinking a
don't
breakfast
you
cup of tea
start
today?
on me. Today is not the day for you, friend.
Have you ever heard of Abraham Hicks?
Of
Perk.
course. Of
That's
course
who
I
you
have.
sound like. I kept wondering, like, who do you sound like? And that's who it is, Abraham Hicks. I love
Really?
Abraham
Like a
Hicks.
dude. I sound like a dude.
No, you don't know who Abraham Hicks
Oh,
is.
no, 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 the chick. Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. She be
the,
Hey, hey,
the,
channeling.
hey, hey, who's
yeah,
gonna chick
she
named
channels
Abraham?
Abraham. Yeah, of
Yeah, she
course.
channels Abraham. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Wait. How you
He-
spell her name?
Abraham Hicks
Like Abraham
Lincoln.
Lincoln?
Nah, yeah, just like Abraham Lincoln, but
A
it's
chick?
Hicks at the end. Hicks.
A
You know,
chick?
you got to click on the
Um,
channel. It's something. It's some like
she's
I was talking
she's
about the way I
she's
got
now
hip on.
isn't
She
she
was
passed away now?
not her husband died. I think she's still alive. I know her husband died. I don't I ain't follow I got hip to Abraham Hicks when I was studying the universal laws.
Mm-hmm.
And when you
Ah.
get the law of attraction, then everybody talk about the book The Secret. She was a part of that.
Oh.
Yeah, she was part of that whole law of
I
attraction
never seen The
movement.
Secret, but someone gave me the CD.
Yeah, I the only beef I got with that is when you talking about law of attraction, you got to incorporate 10 other universal laws to make that work. That's not
That's just
it's
one.
not standalone.
Yeah,
So
that's just one category, and of
yeah,
your whole life.
if you ain't got the other ones in line, if you ain't got the other universal laws flowing, you ain't
Yeah.
attracting
Um.
nothing. You got to be in tune. This law of rhythm itself. If you ain't, yeah. So but
Sex,
that's how I got.
yeah.
But
What is the category? Sex, religion, war,
religion, spirituality, I guess.
and spirituality. Um. There's only seven or eight things humans can actually do.
You said, huh?
There's only seven or eight things human beings can actually do: with sex, war, religion, politics. Um.
Knock it off. Knock it off, Scope. I love you.
Hey, platypus.
What?
Pussy, have you heard this?
Pardon?
Look, peep this. There is only you're taught seven senses, right? Hearing, sight, smell, etc. Right?
Uh-huh.
Five, five senses.
There's actually more senses.
Yeah.
Some of these senses are telepathy, intuition,
Mm-hmm.
transmission of thought, um, spiritual discernment is a,
13.
which
It's
is
13 total senses.
yeah. There's a few more. Is there a book? Hey, what? I was in the other chat with pops. I sent you them books, right? You gotta write
Mm-hmm.
those down, yo.
Oh, in the other chat,
Yeah.
in the you'll be surprised, bro. You'll be surprised the kind of books I got. You ever heard of geomancy?
Who?
Geomancy. I had to put you up on game, but yeah, I study hoodoo, bro. Voodoo,
Mm-hmm.
the Hermetic text. The Emerald tablets, the Sumerian text.
Emerald tablets. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I studied all, bro. Every like I said, when I say I'm an information whore, like for probably when I
So like
first
feng shui and things like that.
Oh yeah. Hey, word. Check this out.
yeah,
So I want to see if there's any other constellations besides the constellations that we see. So I started looking
it's
at other countries what they had. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Only one had something was American Indians, but it led me to other cultures, other like information, a lot of information on here.
it's so much information. Um, but then you got to decipher through that too. And I like the way you research. Like when you say you look up the references. That's why I used to debate a lot, and like in the Detroit is kind of like when it comes to like the conscious community, it's not as big as New York conscious community, but we got a big conscious community. And I think the difference here, than like in New York, you get a lot of these Prince Hall Masons, these AOE coming, the
And
NOI.
now the basis of fraternities is worldwide, right? You know that, right?
You said what?
The basis of fraternities is worldwide.
Yeah, yeah. And see, bro, I didn't. I was privileged. This one dude took me under his wing. He showed me some stuff, and I'm like, I'm straight, bro. But that's when I got into studying. Like when I started debating the Masons, that's when I got into studying it, like demonology.
Oh how I got on was I got out the army, right? I was smoking weed with this dude, Dread, Jamaican dude. And we used to go to his house and blow and read books. And one time he kicked us out of our house because we didn't know who Paul Robeson was.
Oh damn.
Kicked us out of his house. That is funny in a motherfucker. You know who Paul Robeson is? And you in goddamn college? You in school? And, you know, he went off on us. Kicked us the fuck out, all three of us. We go over there and smoke after we got get done with school.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's how I got into demonology because one of the Masons was like, how you know about God if you don't know about the devil? And I'm
Uh,
like, what? Like that
hey,
don't
hey,
even
so,
make
so you know
sense.
about the Sigma Pi Phi, I think is the Boule.
Yeah,
You know about that?
yeah. Like
That's who, that's who
even
opened. Hey, but that's who did the job in on Marcus Garvey.
yeah, like even all those yeah. I ain't even about to say all that on here, but
Yeah,
yeah,
before
a lot of
Hollywood.
the stuff, a lot of the stuff that we understand is kind of twisted. It's not like even the Boule, like they don't even know who they are. Like the
Hey, hey,
real
literally
like the
when they say
people who
the
matter,
rabbit hole, literally they say the rabbit hole, they mean the buys.
bro. Like man, this when you start coming into information, that shit get kind of scary for a minute, and then you realize like shit been like this the whole time, and then you realize that it is what it is. You know, you just come to that. You know, but when you get that shock, that wake up, and you start seeing things for what it truly is and how things are, like even even these conversations we be having, you know, this is I be trying to tell people like you these conditions and situations that we in, we agreed to this. We're agreeing. You're currently agreeing to go through this stuff, and you don't have to. But
I think a lot of people just don't want to jump the gun.
yeah, I
But
mean,
but the government's making no reforms.
nah, I mean that ain't like okay. We talk about the school system, right? School system is not created to educate your kids. That is just not. It never was. School system
It's
is to
gonna
create
misplace. It's
workers
gonna misplace and indoctrinate them.
and for indoctrinate them to what?
Human race is getting farmed, and I ain't bullshit. And you don't even motherfucker that listen to me when I said it. Excuse my
And it's
language.
more. And see, we don't even understand. Like people won't even accept that. But do you understand
I'll prove
on
it to you.
different
This,
levels,
hey, if you're in prison, they will cut your time to give up a kidney or organ.
bro? You ain't see the new bill they trying to pass. They trying they trying to pass where they give people a lighter sentence for donating organs, bro.
Yeah, yeah, come on, man. Ain't that what it's all about then? If that's the case,
It's not just that though. Look on the back of your dollar.
I'm not getting a kidney up to get cut tens of years off my time.
No, but think about this. Like when you say the human race is getting farmed, that's one aspect of our organs, like our physical body. But look on back of your dollar. It literally says debt note. that dollar, the money we spend is backed by debt. Who's in debt?
But you should say, "In God we trust."
It still said.
Yeah, but they
I don't
took
like
that
that.
off. They took that off. Now they changing all the patterns on the all the corporate shit. Are changing all the symbols and all that shit. The,
And
the
even
change that's happening is a chess move that someone's making. I ain't gonna say who because I'm on. Man, you give me your number. I'll tell you who. I
you ain't in the Discord, we got that Discord, bro.
got Discord.
Yeah, we got a Discord. I had Perp put the link in. Hey, Perp, put the link in the chat for the Discord.
Okay. Where did Perp go? Tell him I'm gonna cuss her out, man. What's wrong with her?
No, Perp, when she
How
up
about
here and the man get to talking, she I didn't even know she slid out until you said that. But yeah,
yeah,
Perp,
Perp, come back up. Man, I haze Perp on This I Am channel, man. She's in. She's grandfathered into the top.
you know what, man, Perp is a blessing, bro. Over here for me, I can't speak for everybody else, but Perp is a blessing for me.
You
What
know,
up, Trey?
white women from other countries are great.
Let me ask you a question. What is your what do you think we hear?
The purpose of man on earth,
Yeah.
according to the Taoist text, you're here to take care of things, which no other one else ever gave an answer for that. No
I
other I've read gave an answer that you're here to worship and blah blah blah. But these holidays tearing up the world. Ain't nobody saying that. But according to the Taoist text, you were put here to take care of all things. Oh, there's another one about the hey, got your pen?
mm-hmm.
Egyptian Book of Life by Ramses Salim.
I get that one.
Okay. Now that book, that's where I got the 12 senses from. But it also says, hey, there's a symbol. It's one lion pointing to the west or north or south. There are two lions pointing in two different directions, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the middle is the sun. It symbolizes this. Um, the first line protects you from the past. The sun represents you in the present. The other the other line protects you from the future. Now, that being said, right, you still follow me?
Mm-hmm. Salute,
Look at
Scott.
look at Lionsgate's Films logo.
Yeah.
You can see two lions pointing in, and then the sun in the middle. I'm still on it. I ain't figured that all the way out yet. But I got my own conspiracy theories. Word.
Mhm.
I give you my Michael Vick conspiracy theory.
Hit me with that.
I have
Michael
more.
Vick, the dog fighting dude.
Yep. Michael Vick.
Uh-huh.
Okay, look. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how much money you make. CIA's following your ass. Anybody influencing power in the United States, CIA following your ass because they don't want you to rock the boat, whoever they're doing. That being said, they caught that NBA referee, and gambling's big in the United States. NBA is big bet. They caught that. They caught that referee. He was taking bribes from the mob or whatever, throwing games, all that, right? Who knows how dirty it was? When he got caught for that, they had to brush that under the rug. And they already knew Michael Vick was fighting dogs. So they pulled that card. He's still rich.
They they do that for everybody. When they got something that they wanna,
They'll pull
that's the
that
sleight
card.
of
I give
hands.
you one right now. Look, look. There's a Chinese spy balloon. Everybody's running out to look at that shit. But that scared me of Tyree Nichols.
Hey.
Straight up. You see, you people don't understand that. Also, when I try to understand or try to find out advertising techniques, You know where
Uh,
it brought me? Word. You know where that research brought me?
where
Hypnosis.
I was about to say a form of MK Ultra.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. MK Ultra. Oh that. Oh my goodness. I read that
See,
book high.
people don't, but see, people don't understand how deep that go. What up, Corey?
It's
Hey,
the
People don't
fact that
Corey.
they're
understand how
trying
deep
to
that
do
go,
it.
man.
It's the
Bro,
fact that
look,
they're trying to do it. Word.
bro, they ain't trying to do nothing. They been doing it. Like, think
They
about
did
this,
do it.
man. Think about
Yeah.
how everything gets influenced. Everything. I mean, even like what we said,
Who in the
the
fuck is Candace
culture.
Owens?
You said,
Perpetual platypus. Can you please tell me in your perplexed mind of ideas who was Candace Owens?
Candace Owens.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
isn't she the she's the conservative political speaker, isn't she?
Yeah, but black conservatives are not that tacky.
Oh, right.
I
And
can't
you're
stand the
saying
bitch.
Candace Owens is?
I can't stand the bitch.
hey,
Okay.
hey, you know what, man? I don't
Oh, I'm sorry.
like so.
I
So
know.
you no, you cool, you cool. You familiar with the 42 ideas of my aunt, right?
Yeah,
So
it's in the Egyptian Book of Life of Ramses Sleep.
yeah,
A Republican
but and
Oreo.
see that's
Wow.
You cuss
like,
like a Democrat and walk like a Republican.
but
Mm.
you know
I'm just playing with
after like really studying the 42 ideas of mine, I understood the significance of not judging people. You know, not
you. Yeah,
attaching
but
my emotions.
you can't judge people because one, their age, and two, where they at in life.
No, but think about this. What do when you judging people? What does it do for you? What significance
Well,
does it have for
I'm gonna
you?
tell you, I'm gonna tell you that racism, I believe, which is Satanism, is just attacking the innocent. It was we can see through Homeboy,
Is so like in
totally innocent, nothing. Those are people that get attacked because they haven't bought in. They haven't. The mind is not broke.
so it's a text in the Egyptian Book of Life that states every encounter you have with a person is a reflection of yourself at some point in time.
Does that
Every
have to do with
interaction,
that have to do with polarity?
yeah, it's similar to polarity.
I heard of that.
It's,
I heard of that concept. I don't know a lot about it, but
yeah,
the
so
Tao
you
says the Tao says excuse, the Tao says the most important thing in this world is balance. So I
right.
would think that makes sense to or coincide with what you were saying about polarity.
Yeah, and see that'll be harmony. That'll be the universal
Yeah,
law of
yeah, yeah.
harmony.
Hey, the I Ching has a chapter on harmony.
You said who?
Mm.
Hey man, I like you, word man. You breath of fresh air, brother,
I appreciate
Isn't
that,
he?
bro. I'm
and I
humble.
don't mean
Isn't he?
brother.
I appreciate that, man. I really do, man. Like you hear me say that a lot. I'm humble because uh, I don't expect nothing from anyone. So when I get things, especially compliment, I'm more appreciative for like it hit a little different because I understand people don't have to be nice.
You
People don't
and
have to be real.
you and Platy when y'all talk, man. Y'all know what you're talking about. You do.
Yeah, Corey, racism. And see that's what I said. I don't just my personal view.
If you look at it as Satanism, it hit different
Yeah,
because the cops beat that dude, right? That's the way of Satanism. Totally innocent, snatched up, bam. If you're a little bit dangerous, you know what I'm saying?
you said, huh?
It won't happen to you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but that's why I'm
Yeah, yeah.
judging.
So, man, I'm on a rant somewhat, but cowardice comes into play, right?
Hmm. You said cowardness comes into play.
Hey, cowardice on the part of leadership in the whole nation. Yeah, lack of leadership is why all of us. It's a common problem for all of us, right? Lack of leadership.
And I think of you know what I think of leadership. You know what I think of? I think of a hydra. I
Say
think
again.
that we all should be leaders, and that way, if one get cut down, three more step up.
That's what Navy Fuller said.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I fucks with Dr. Fuller.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you will hear me.
Victor Victor of RWS has Navy Fuller every week.
Yeah. I rocks with Dr. Fuller. I call him Dr. Fuller. But yeah, Neely Fuller. A lot of my, I worked in the inner city in a hospital, and
Oh, what
you know,
was your what you doing there?
I was an anesthesia assistant.
Anesthesia assistant.
I assisted the nurse anesthetist and the
How'd
anesthesiologist.
you get that gig?
Honestly, my OG, be 100% honest with you, it's about who you know, not what you know. At the time, like when I straightened my shit up, like I said, I was blessed that I didn't have a record, so I was able to get a job in the hospital, and I started off
Hey, I
transporting.
saw that. You are blessed not to have a record.
Yeah,
Enough said.
I was blessed. I didn't get I ain't had no record, so I started off as a patient transporter, and my mom was the head nurse in the hospital. They call her a nurse administrator manager, but she was
I got
like the head nurse
I
in the
got I got
hospital.
I got two words for you. You ready?
Yeah.
Scrub life.
Oh, you was a scrub tech?
No, what? Boy, ass scrubs walk around the store with a badge off work.
Oh, yeah. That's all I did is walk around with scrubs.
So
But
you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Scrubs. Like I could tell you some stories, man. I done knocked some things down in some stairwells and parking garages. I met my wife in the hospital. I met my wife in the hospital.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, I was blessed. I went. I just put my head down and worked just as hard as I did in there than I did in the street. So, people seeing me, recognize me.
Yeah,
My
but
OG had a name in there.
Scrubs is a nice job, kind of lavish, air conditioning, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta learn the game.
Yeah, it was it was interesting. I learned a lot of stuff and seen a lot of stuff. Met a lot of interesting people. But working in a
You still work at the hospital?
predominantly no, I left that. No, I was going to school to be a nurse, and because to be a nurse anesthetist, they start off at like $103 an hour. So I'm like, I'm working with them. I'm, doing what they basically. And I ain't doing what they do, but I'm assisting them. So it's like, why not go to school and get the money? You know. And then that's when I was going back and forth because when you done hustle and you stop, you had a certain type of lifestyle you're trying to maintain. And now I'm in school working a job. So I was dibbling dabbling and I was trying to find my way. And that's when I switched my major over to religion. Well, yeah, so that's how I got into,
That's but you got opportunity and you know what I'm saying? You learn from it.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I seen when I was in the Philippines, I seen kids in the third grade, fourth grade coming out and going to buy food, going to, whatever they wanted to buy, sweets and treat sodas and all that shit. Third, fourth grade, right?
yeah.
And they went back into their school and nobody fucked with them, right? The whole community was looking out for them.
Hey,
I
hey,
was I
Corey.
was I was in awe because you can't do that till you what 12th grade here.
Yeah.
You gotta ditch class to get something to eat off campus.
Why can't I find her? Okay. Hey, Corey. Uh, what's your understanding of that? Will you say now I understand?
Understand what?
She said my mother would say, "I don't like you, but I love you." I want to get her perspective, like her insight on what that meant,
Say, "Mama,
because
you need to improve in what you're doing right now, or something to that effect. But I love you.
right, I just
Put
like
back in my new
hearing people
braces.
perspectives, because I take that people. I like to like when you hear something that's so common, you realize people got different understandings for it. So I just like to hear people when I see stuff like that. I like to see they understanding from it. Yeah, Squirt needs some tacos. Nate give him Squirt some tacos.
Squirt me to concentrate on what you're gonna have for you for breakfast, and that's it. If I had that for breakfast, Squirt, I'm just playing, man. Well, you know I roast online.
You said, huh?
I roast online
You roast online.
on my channel. Yeah, I'm notorious.
Oh, I came over there one day. Yeah, I was up
Yeah,
on the panel with you. Remember?
cats come up in there, you know what I'm saying, trying to roast. I just gotta let them have it. Cerebral clock, cerebral
Yeah,
clock. Pray let them have it. You know what I'm saying? I've been roasting dudes since I was in 11th grade. I'm 50.
and see, Corey, that's why, like when I hear people say, it's about who you like. That's what I think of. You know,
You talking about
because
on a networking level, or
no, just in general, like especially on the YouTube app. That's like a big thing. A
I,
big
I, I, I
stand.
like I like smart people, and you smart than the motherfucker.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. I
You talk
really
about
do,
you know
man.
what you know, but I just like chopping up with a brother from Detroit because Detroit is interesting because they with the shits, but they don't get the same um eye as in Big Brother eye as in L.A. or
Yeah.
Chicago, or
Well,
but we know from Eminem, and we know from Royce Autumn Cat, it ain't no joke.
you
It's
gotta
all
think
gritty
about
grind.
this. You gotta think about this too, bro. We had the first outright gangster mayor, bro. Kwame Kilpatrick. Hey, Kwame was cool, bro. I ain't gonna hold you up, bro. I'm not gonna hold you up, man. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. This city was so prosperous, and we was good. Like that's like taking when they took Kwame out of Detroit. That was like killing
hmm
Saddam Hussein, man. That's how it was in the city. I
Yeah,
bullshit
but
you not.
there's
Like
a
the city
connection
went
between
nuts, bro. Like
the bottom and the top.
man, it's like when you got somebody who can keep the streets. Um, I said like this: he kept the streets.
A little bit
People
more calmer than
respected
it.
him. Yeah, and when they
Yeah,
pulled him out, just everything went crazy, man.
yep.
Everything went crazy when
And
they
there
pulled him out.
go they again. We use the word they all the time, right? Who is
Yeah.
they? Who is they? I even can't talk about on this show. But there's a them and a they out there fucking with everybody. Somebody walking around this motherfucker happier than the motherfucker.
Oh no, Corey, I was just saying that they say that, but we've been saying that. My grandmother used to say that it's not about what the people do. It's about who you like. That's what my grandma used to say.
I, wa-
She,
you ever heard? I don't watch people say, watch what they do.
yeah,
That's why
but
I chose
see,
Trump over Biden because Trump. I just want to see if he could rock the boat.
like Corey said, we like when it comes to family, we might not approve of their ways, but we love them, you know. Um, and so when I hear people say it's about who you like, and I'm like, why is that a bad thing? That's how it always been, right? Because it could be somebody in our family that got some fucked up ways, but we love them. But
Oh
then,
yeah, but it's where they at in life, you know. Now that
you
I'm
know,
older and I see, it's like you 35, man. You cannot possibly have more knowledge than me.
you said, huh?
Or if you're in your 30s or your 20s, you're not gonna have as much knowledge. You might be on that path to have more knowledge than me. But me being 50, you don't have you can't you ain't read the books yet and had certain life experiences. So
Yeah, you gotta like I don't. even like knowledge is cool, but I seek wisdom. That's why I
Yeah,
practice it. Everything I ever study, bro. Like when we talking about like even Taoism, I practiced Taoism for 3 years, two years.
I was told by someone that wisdom is applied knowledge.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
Yeah,
hey, do you
I'm
know?
more of an I'm more of an not that I disagree with you, but I'm on the knowledge side of the coin.
Right. And see, like,
I was homeless one time, mouth stuck out, attitude shit, and dude laughed at me and said, sometimes the king gotta come off the hill and become a fool before he become a king. Fuck my head up. Fuck my head up.
uh,
You ever had your head fucked up?
yeah. Now see, they got you know, like the occult science. It's a formula for wisdom. They believe in a formula for wisdom, and it's time applied knowledge equals wisdom. That's an actual occult formula,
Mm.
and that's
Now you
just
get into the
you have to
what they
apply
got
it.
for 40 laws of power, 50 laws of power. That's some deceitful shit, yo. I turn it off at the first law, which law says you don't, challenge or question the leader.
Um, you
I
got to
turn it
leave
off.
me through, bro. I don't
Yeah,
see.
it interests me after that.
Yeah, that it's just all information. I like to see how people think. That's why, like,
Yeah,
even studying Genghis Khan, bro. That like
yeah,
Genghis Khan,
yeah.
bro.
I think we're dumbed down, and we have to admit at some point we're dumbed down with the knowledge that, and I'm talking about crafts and skills and people going to college and shit. There's common knowledge we all should know we don't know. And you could tell that by because people say, "Why are we here?" I've had that feeling. That's a fucked up feeling. Why am I here?
Yeah, and see
And why
that
am
that
I in the? Yeah, them questions. But you don't want to go down that hole.
or why we here,
Yeah, these the depressions, all kind of shit. You gotta strive for that knowledge, and somehow you got it.
bro. You don't understand how, like, bro. You don't
Yep.
understand my dark days, bro.
You was digging before the internet.
Yeah, bro. I traveled to find books, bro. I'm talking about travel.
Yeah.
I
Hit
had
the
to drive
road. Yeah,
just to get the book,
LA, we can
the
go to
information.
Echelon Books or this bookstore, that bookstore. But I didn't learn about the knowledge bubble like until my homeboy in Philippines gave me that book, The History of Asia. And I looked, I read through the references, all that shit, and it said the book is not to be sold in the U.S. It's a brown book with them brown pages, and it's all fragile and shit. I be running with, I put that shit in a plastic wrap.
And Corey, what you saying is 100%, and the children are our future. And in my opinion, I just think we need to take control over raising our kids again. We gave too much control to the government, and that's the school system. Um,
Well, they wanted they're saying human race is getting formed, right, Kerry? Human race is getting formed for the organ order. It's only logical because capitalism is the excuse.
yeah,
Um, so they're gonna farm people for their organ parts. Um, but it's gonna start with black people. You can see it already. I mean, this is my conspiracy theory. Where I didn't come up with this shit from nowhere else. I just said only logically, that's what they're doing. And we're just getting started with the robots and the, what I'm saying. People have no purpose. They're gonna if you're not serving their purpose and you don't have this knowledge that word is equipped with and others, you are just food.
and but you know what? There's a way. There's a way you can not disturb them, and still have harmony and peace. You know, is a way to do it.
What was the girl that got she was in the Chicago hotel and then she
Kanika
disappeared
Jenkins.
and then they found her, in the freezer
Yeah,
with her
Kanika.
organs missing.
Yeah, Facts.
Kanika Jenkins? Kanika
Yeah,
Jenkins?
yeah,
Yeah,
Facts did a live on
yeah.
her earlier.
That's just a clue. Their organ stealing, man. When,
They've
when,
been,
when, when certain shit happened and they throw all these people in jail, everybody mad, and then some of the people disappear. Their organ stealing. They be doing this shit. This shit is going a long time. Baby stealing. Baby
oh,
stealing.
for sure. That's what we doing here.
I mean, all of that shit is real, right? But
But see
I don't
that
think.
they be lining people up, man. Like I was gonna tell because Nashawn did a live earlier about Kanika. You know, I be having, it be family time in the morning, so that's why I be getting on here so late. You know, my wife and they're
Mhm.
knocked out with the baby.
I'm
But
on West Coast time. It's 11:30.
I was gonna tell the story on his platform. But
Mm-hmm.
I worked in, so anytime somebody come in the hospital not breathing, they call us. So one day we go down to the trauma and they want us to intubate this guy. This guy gets shot in the head and it's gray matter. You know, once your brain turn gray, like you get a wound,
Mm-hmm.
you can. It's not that your brain start dying. It's like of oxygen. That's
You
what the
change
gray.
colors.
Yeah, it start changing colors, and once one portion start, it spread. It ain't nothing you can do. Like even if you try to cut it off, once the brain stop taking oxygen, and the color start changing, it's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted us to put a tube in him. We like, what are we putting a tube in him for? Okay, he must be an organ donor. So we put the tube in him. They rush him upstairs, and we waited 30 minutes for this man, mama, to get here to sign off to donate his organs. Right, and that
Yeah,
might seem,
have you ever seen the price of these organs?
but check this out. This the thing. That might seem normal, right? Like, okay, some guy came in here shot, but that's not normal.
It's actually not normal yet.
It already,
Ain't
and
nothing
they kept
normal
him
about
alive.
this.
They kept him alive. So, but the question is this now: how did you know this guy had good organs? How did you know his blood type and all that
Yeah.
before he came to the hospital?
Would you happen to know if he had insurance?
He had insurance. Yeah,
Oh, he was hunted.
bruh, you said it. I didn't. YouTube fair use. But this is what I'm telling people.
Hey, you
Um,
said, hey, there's predator shit going on.
anytime you have
You know,
anytime you go to a hospital, they do blood type. Anytime they draw your blood, they matching your blood type. You know, and
organ type. Who you match with? Throw it in the
e-
database.
even in melanated people, even if you drink and smoke, your organs are still. Um, you know who Charles Mendel is, right? The father of genetics.
Yeah.
You-
Um,
Yeah,
um, and they really want your DNA in it to put in a
but
big database. So you know, it's on the way.
but Mendel's his research shows that dominant is dark and light is recessive, meaning the darker something is, the more dominant the genes is. This is why they test us more. And when they got something new, like think about it, when the C-19 came out, what was they saying? We need more African Americans to take the shot. They needed to see. But what
Yeah.
they didn't tell you is you being able to absorb sun. They wanted to draw my blood because they couldn't. I
Hey,
didn't get
hey,
sick.
hey, if black people were going to protest, give no blood, give no kind of any, that includes abortions, any kind of shit. Don't give nothing for the enemy. Don't give no blood, nothing.
Yeah, don't let them.
Then they'll be exposed. That's what this shit is all about.
And
Racism is an excuse.
women, when you have babies, you want your placenta. You want everything. Don't let them take it because they,
Nothing,
bro. Look,
nothing. And you see it, yeah,
bro. You
yeah,
know
it's
that's
the
the
line. Yeah.
weirdest.
They're
bro.
getting
Do you know
locked in. That's what
that?
you're giving them. That project. What's that project with the
Bro, that's
the
pure
lady
DNA, man. Them pure stem cells, man. They getting paid off of your placenta. Something you thinking they throwing away, they getting paid off of it, bro.
take their stem
Very
cell and
YouTube,
all that.
dude.
They
This is just
chopping it
my
up.
opinion
Hey,
through
hey,
my
hey,
own
hey, man,
personal
chopping it up.
observations of life.
They chopping it up and they want more.
Bro, that was the craziest thing I seen. I'm looking like, what is that? Oh, it's a placenta. Like, ain't that supposed to be thrown
There's
away?
no,
Nah, bro, they keep all that.
there's
If
no
you don't,
cutting time for murder for your kidneys. What are they doing? Suicide centers. Go in there in your life.
right, yeah, Corey, I'm telling you, I don't like being in the hospital, like working there and just seeing how things move and shit. That shit seemed like a scary movie, bro. Like the shit they be doing and how they be moving. I'm man, I can tell you some stuff, bro. You probably wouldn't even believe me. Like I said, they keep people alive to take their organs. Dude had gray matter coming out his head, and they had his. I don't even know if his mom signed the consent. But she never came upstairs, so I don't even know if she signed the consent. But they kept him
Yeah, but
alive.
those are young organs. Your kid probably ate a gang of preservatives. Preservatives.
Where are you going?
The going with keeping your organs intact. Brain is worthless, but everything else is worth. Liver $60,000, kidney $80,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's a cold reality that capitalism is not what people want.
yeah, Corey. Hey, one day I'm gonna do a hospital special, Corey. I want you to come up here and rap with me. We bounce some stuff. Because I don't think a lot of people don't know what goes on in the medical field, and the more we aware, the more changes we can make too. Because like I said, I worked in the inner city, predominantly, white people who worked there, but the people who came there was predominantly black. So that's where Neely Fuller came in playing. Because going over his works helped me navigate, um, and I was able to keep my job working with a bunch of racist people, man.
Racist people don't do nothing else. They all think the same. They all, you know, had the inside jokes and all that shit,
Yeah, them
but they don't do
innuendos,
nothing else.
translating, bro. Yeah, that
That's
shit
just
crazy,
destroying the
bro.
world. They don't care. That's where mind control comes in. Hey, do white people have any control over what's going on?
Nah, not the average everyday. Nah, bro. Like the average everyday white people, no, they ain't got no control over nothing.
Whatever's controlling their shit is forcing them to be like that. They make the money and you know, but
Bro,
times are so desperate. We come up with situations like Tyree Nichols.
yeah, I
It
mean,
has nothing to do with
you,
money or status or none of that. It's just
do,
that's the way of hate.
do you know what that you know what people missing out on that? I was watching one of the news reports, and I said this in another one of my live. Do you know they called them cops savages 7 times? Like, why do
Say,
you repeat
yeah,
that?
all that matters.
Yeah, 7 times. Ain't that a divine number?
Yep, they do. Hey, they know what they're doing.
But why savages? I have never seen a cop killing and they called the cop savages. They didn't call the guy who killed Trayvon Martin savage. But when it comes to black cops, you call them savages.
Well,
And
Trayvon
I'm
Martin
not
was
saying what they did wasn't savage like, because it was. It was absolutely savage like. But what I'm telling you is the reason they called them cop savages. They telling
that's the
you
purpose of somebody.
even They
That was
tell
a
you even with uniforms, these people can't be civilized. They still savages, even with these uniforms on. They still savage.
man. And the KKK, look, you can agree with me that devil's colors are red, black, and white.
You said what?
The devil's colors are red, black, and white.
Hey Corey, they hated me too because I was educated and black. They hated. They couldn't talk to me any type of way. They hated me when they tried to gaslight me. I asked them like, "Why are you gaslighting me?" They hated that shit.
Oh, they don't like that.
They hate when you could. Oh, bro, they hate when you call them on that shit, and that's all I did.
That's
All the
friendly.
little window windows, I called all that shit. I just put it in their face. They didn't like that. But you know what? Let me go ahead and end this, bro. I'm sitting up here about to. I had a long day. I had to get up with the kids at 7 this morning. I've been up ever since rocking and roll. But I just wanted to drop. I just wanted to drop that. I'm gonna get into the. In 22, you're more than welcome to hit the panel. I'm gonna do a break. I'm gonna start getting to more of the universal properties and how they correlate with the Quran and the Bible and the Torah.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop back down to the chat.
All right, brother. I appreciate you blessing my panel, man.
Hey,
It was a great
I
conversation, man.
appreciate the opportunity to come by and let you know, man. I think you're great, man.
I appreciate you, bro. And like I said, anytime you want to come up here and chop it up, especially with the spirituality, even with the history, I deal with the history too. Um, you're more than welcome. Anything I'm talking about, man, you're more than welcome to come up. I appreciate you gracing the panel, bro.
I appreciate, man. 100.
Hey, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming through. I just want y'all to remember, perfection. Perfection is in the eye of the beholder. But you being divine, that's between you and the creator, you know. So let's focus on that because focusing on us healing ourselves, the pain, the fear, all those lower emotions that we got life experiences attached to. Once we heal ourselves from that, we free ourselves, you know. So I appreciate y'all coming through, rocking with me. It's the word, these conversations is what build nations. So these the ones we gotta have. We gotta start having meaningful conversations. Conversations to find solutions for some of the problems. But that's all I got for y'all. If I say anything to resonate with y'all, do me a favor, hit that share button, help me spread the word. But I'm out.